Hi, my friend, welcome back. When the world becomes loud like it is right now and times move so differently, almost like a shifting sand when the water comes to the bay and is constantly creating some kind of unpredictable movement. What our souls seek the most is not more noise, but the truth beneath the noise, like what is really going on and what I can do about it. That's how deep inside many of us may feel right now. You're not here to outrun the chaos that is happening on the world. You're here to become the still point around which chaos dissolves. And that's where you find out what stays, and that's when you meet the truth of who you are and what is going on, what this time is really calling you to do. Stability was always your real power, and you only discover it once you become so still. And I don't mean it to be still all the time, but to have an anchor in your day so you know where to return when it becomes maybe too hard or too intense or too loud. You know, there is an inner dimension you can return to and remind yourself that when all thoughts settle, when all the noise settles, when everything that was going on disappears for a moment, there's you that stays, and that you can be directed towards what you are intending to experience, what you are intending to create, and through time you will just become better at this. The truth was always your doorway back home, and from that home, from that inner state, you start creating a life that you desire. So the first reminder we need to have at this time, no matter where you are at your evolutionary journey, no matter what you're going through, no matter how intense your life may be, no matter what is going on, we all need to have emotional grounding. In ancient times, great masters would say, become the mountain. Become the mountain. As Lao Tzu reminded us, a great teacher, at the center of your being, you have the answer. You know who you are. You know what you want. This is emotional grounding. Emotional grounding is not about suppressing intensity. It is about remembering the quiet core beneath every wave. When emotions rise, return to the center, which is your breath, your presence, your body. The storm only controls you when you forget you are the ground beneath it. This is a very important reminder, and once again, I'm not trying to say you should be like that all the time, because we are humans, which means we are not mountains. We are not perfect. We have flaws, we have reactions, we have beliefs that sometimes are not serving us or are even pulling us away from our nature. So we react, and therefore we experience inner turmoil. But what the message is saying right here, right now, is that this turmoil will only settle when you stop feeding it. So you may go through a conflict in a relationship. You may go through a period where so many things are unfolding at a very short period of time, so it becomes overwhelming. You may be losing certain things that may be there to you. You're not really losing them. Things sometimes need to be taken away so new things can come. and this is called change. But sometimes, because we have immature perception of what is happening, we react. And our emotions get triggered. And at those times, we need grounding. We need emotional grounding to become like a mountain. So that's why before I reminded you, if we have daily practices where we return back to our breath, to our presence, we remind ourselves to be present. Not some kind of a perfect picture of it, you live in the now all the time and then you don't do anything and you become passive. No. I'm just saying return back into the in-breath and out-breath. And in this present moment, you recognize in front of you is a field of different potentials. It's not necessary that what will follow is the worst case scenario. If you can guide yourself calmly, you can use the power of intention and change your direction towards what means more to you than what was. And in conversations, you can truly say what you mean instead of what you don't mean out of reaction. This is emotional grounding. When you become aware of your body, and maybe your body has certain needs right now, and you can fulfill them when you listen, when you don't live so much in reacting to what is happening, but actually in being present with what is happening. You see, once again, as Lao Tzu said, at the center of your being, you have the answer. You know who you are and you know what you want. So be anchored in this center like a mountain. Every single day when you end your day, return back into this space. And not every day it will be easy. Some days are very emotional. Some days are very intense and chaotic, especially in this time. But know that you are also like a mountain. If you ground yourself, you can be stable, you can focus on the in-breath and out-breath and stay centered. The second key I want to give you is steadiness. There's a feeling of steadiness we can create in our nervous system. The truth of this time is that the real holiness is slow motion. When we slow ourselves down and we disconnect from the pace of the world so we can discover our own pace. Yeah, your pace is uniquely designed for your soul evolution. And it's not necessarily that it's aligned with the pace of the world right now. That's why maybe you felt so deeply called to disconnect, to remove yourself from certain things, not forever, but for kind of short retreats. So then you can function better in what's your purpose at this time. Maybe at your job, in your family, at your relationships, whatever it is. The degree of freedom from unwanted thoughts and the degree of concentration on a single thought are the measures to gauge spiritual progress. This is a reminder of Raman Maharshi, a powerful reminder. So the point here is that steadiness is created by rhythm. Like, as before I've mentioned, you anchor yourself into your center and you slow down your breathing, you slow down your thinking, you slow down your reaction. When your inner current moves slowly, the external world cannot hijack your frequency. Your nervous system becomes a temple, untouched, deliberate, and sovereign. So you see, the art of this time is the ability to slow down into your own pace, because the world is moving fast, it is shifting, things are changing, and you can't stop it. But you can unplug yourself from it here and there, just to see if you're still in the right flow. Because we're all in the kind of like tuned to different waves of almost like different veins of different streams. And not all streams are taking you where you belong. So it's very important if every single day we take time and ask ourselves, am I still moving into a direction of my intention, into a direction of my vision, into a direction of my dream? And is my dream even my dream? Is my vision even my vision? Are my goals even my goals? And we reflect on these things. Slow is holy, my friend. Truly, right now. I know many of you would like fast progress. Many of you would like fast success or getting fast money, and I'm not saying these things are not possible. Actually, when you are in alignment with yourself, something strange but powerful happens. You see, it's like electricity. When you stop giving so much of it to everything, there's more capacity to electrify what is really needed. And therefore progress happens way faster when you're actually focused on what truly matters to you instead of everything that's going on right now. So set your target, right? I've talked about this in previous videos. Now I want to talk about the third key that I want to give you for today, and it is about clarity in the fog. Silence reveals the truth. Rumi reminded us, when the soul lies down in that grass, the world is too full to talk about. I've shared that quote with you before. Clarity in the fog. How can one discover clarity when their minds are foggy, when their worlds are chaotic? Well, easily. You silence yourself. The reason why Rumi said, when the soul lies down in that grass, the world is too full to talk about. You start noticing what's around you. You start seeing beauty in what's around you. You start seeing colors and textures and contrast and shadows and light and everything that surrounds you, the mysteries, the magic, the wonder, the ugliness, the pain, the everything. You start seeing it, and suddenly something hits you like a hammer on the head, like, I've been so ignorant to all of this. That's when the world is too loud to talk about. You recognize you've been surrounded with all of that, but you couldn't see it because you've been so lost in your thoughts. Confusion comes from too many voices, too much stimulation, too many open tabs in your mind. Clarity doesn't arrive by adding more. It emerges when you subtract noise. Silence is not about absence, it's a revelation. So, my friend, stand still long enough and the fog shows you what it was hiding. And to some it may be a bit ugly, to some it may be a bit painful, but the truth will always set you free. What was hiding in the fog will be revealed to you, and it will free you eventually. So don't fear what's in the fog. Bravely actually allow it to show up, to show itself to you. So yeah, poetically it sounds like it's something very easy, but practically in our lives it means don't hide from what you know that you have to do. Don't hide from these painful conversations you have to have. Don't hide from that feeling that says to you something must be changed here. Don't hide from the task that you know you have to make it, you have to accomplish it. Don't hide from the chaos that you know you have to organize, because only that way the fog will disappear and clarity will return. And with that also a great power, because you will know there's so many things you could change like that. The fourth key I will give you for today is returning to inner power. Call your energy back. Yogananda reminded us, how many of you will resonate with this? Live quietly in the moment and see the beauty of all before you. The future will take care of itself. How many of you resonate with this right now? How many of you are tired of predicting how things will work? And how many of you are tired of the idea that everything is upon you? What if the great mechanism of reality works in your favor when you follow its guidance? What if your higher self already knows what's best for you, but because of being in your thoughts way too much, you couldn't hear it? You see, power leaks through overthinking, future projection, and emotional overextension. I'm not saying don't visualize your future. I'm actually saying, yeah, of course, visualize the best possible scenarios for you. Feel them emotionally, like it's already done. But then stop predicting how it should happen, because nature of reality already knows best how to make something possible, because it has done it before. Just look around. Things that exist were not created by you. Partially they were, but partially there's a great design to this life that is so complex, so intelligent, so powerful and incredible, that if you truly look into it, you're just amazed by how it works. They said there was a big bang and now we have a perfectly organized universe. Isn't that powerful? You see, inner power returns when you choose presence over prediction. When you reclaim your energy in every moment, you refuse to be pulled into timelines that don't belong to you. And with that, I want to say, there are many attractive forces that will say to you, hey, do this and you will get fast money. Or do this and you will lose weight. Or do this and you will be happy. Or do this and your skin will improve, or whatever it is. We have all kinds of these things. But actually, life speaks very simple language. It says, get into balance and everything will organize. So what is balance for all of us? It's too simple to understand almost. What is balance for you? Just know that you live in two different worlds. You live in an outer world that is an expression of your inner world. And your inner world is made of your mind, your emotions, and your spiritual forces that speak in a language of intuition and inner, gentle, inspiring impulses. So to be in balance with life means that firstly, you find balance in your mind. not too much input and not too much output, not too little input, not too little output. This is how we find balance. We need to know when is enough and when we need to do more. We need to understand only these two things, when it is enough and when when there's something must be done. That will also create balance emotionally, like we've been talking at the beginning. And when mind is balanced, we can easily distinguish between thoughts and intuition. Easily, because we will know intuition is that gentle pull, that inspiring pull, and thoughts are more like echoes or voices of the world. And when this balance is created, you can easily see your timeline, where you want to go, and what can you do about this present situation you're finding yourself in at this present moment. And the last key that I want to give you is remembering what's real when everything feels unreal, which is a great challenge of this time, right? Reality is found within. As Buddha reminded us, do not dwell in the past. Do not dream of the future. Concentrate the mind on the present moment. When reality feels unstable, it means the old structure is dissolving. The mind panics, but the soul recognizes truth. What is real cannot be taken, and what is unreal cannot remain. When you anchor your awareness in the present moment, you step into the only dimension that has ever been real. This is powerful right here. The mind panics, but the soul recognizes truth. Truth doesn't come from a belief. Truth doesn't come from what you've heard. It doesn't come from what you read or what you've seen. It comes from a deeper realization. When you let everything that doesn't belong be taken, be removed, and you see what remains. What remains will always stay there because it's you. And that's how you lose fear of losing things. You even lose fear of death because you recognize that that which you are can never die because it's eternal. Our attachments to material things, to thoughts, to even emotions, make us believe that we can lose things, but we never lose. You see, that's why this system programmed us so deeply to be constantly afraid, because it made us believe that we are what we have. We are what we've made. We are what we've worked so hard for. But we are actually what was the byproduct of doing all of that, which was always wisdom. It was always skills. It was always sharpening of intelligence that will forever stay with you. That's why in ancient times they said, you move through this life because your soul came into a school of life to sharpen its capabilities and abilities. And that's something that can never be taken from you. The beauty of it is, whatever physical is removed, if you have wisdom, knowledge, and skills, you can remake it in an even better way. That's why you shouldn't be afraid of losing anything. What you should be concerned about is, are you recognizing wisdom in what is happening? So the next time you will know better. So remember this, my friend. What's real will always stay, and the unreal cannot remain. Focus on the real and keep cultivating it. Now with this, I'm not saying you shouldn't manifest more money, or you shouldn't manifest great cars or houses or whatever you want. Play with everything. The point is that you're experimenting but not getting attached onto your own experiments. I look at reality as a great experiment. And my life is my laboratory. And I am a scientist of my life. So yeah, I'm playing with everything, but I'm not attached to it. I'm trying not to be, even though I get sometimes attached. But I see where my suffering is coming from. From the idea that I did something wrong, or that I've lost something, or that something will be taken away. And when I recognize it, I can easily pull myself back into who I really am, which is the observer that is learning, that is wise and intelligent and never alone in this process. And in that state, I feel presence of something greater than me, that is me and is beyond me. And that's home. To me, that is home. And from that home, I live. I try to live to the best of my ability. So wherever I go, I'm always at home with myself. And whomever I meet, I welcome them into my home. And when I move on, I let them go. This is the great art of staying present, my friend. I will leave you here. I hope you found great value today. I'm sending you lots of love, my friends. Open your heart and receive it. Let me know in the comment section what resonated the most with you. Also, write down questions or any other subjects that you need some support on. Be open. Be willing to ask for help, because how else can help show up if you don't ask for it, right? Be willing to open up. There's so many of us in the community that are willing to support you or resonate with you or give you maybe something that you need. So open up, and it also inspires me for the future subjects. Also, big thanks to everyone for choosing to support my art. As I mentioned, I'm also an artist behind this channel. I create paintings that I see in my mind's eye, paintings with messages, with very unique energy. You can find them on AttractPassion.com, so go there and check it out, which painting resonates with you, and you can get a print of the painting, you can get an original one, the ones that are still available, and so much more. So check it out. You can also join our Patreon community for more exclusive teachings and guidance. And also you can join YouTube membership if you would love to support this channel. Don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you found a great value. That also helps us to grow the channel and reach more people. So thank you so much for being of service to this mission. I love you all, my friends, and till next time, like always, one love.